your injuries and absentees basically caught up with you today?
I think they have, yes. I think when you're missing vital players through injury, I think every team has to deal with that, of course, but we've even lost 2 this week when we've come back before the game on Thursday and Friday, and to try and adjust to that, and playing one of the best teams in the league always becomes very, very difficult. I think even the goalkeeper's dislocated his finger before the game and carried on as Adrian, so he's been brilliant today for the team, and he's made some really good saves, and they've just finished this off in the end, really, haven't they?
Did that
with
the pre-match?
Yeah, the pre-match warm-up, he's dislocated his finger, but he said he wanted to carry on. He's made some great saves first half, and he's just been beaten right on half-time, which is disappointing considering that the game plan was to stifle Arsenal as much as we possibly could, but we didn't really pass the ball as well as what we could to try and move up the pitch. So that was the game plan for the second half. I thought we did that. I thought we created a few chances and we got behind them and we pushed further up the field, which was great, but then we conceded 2 goals towards the end, which is disappointing, especially the second one, which is from a what we class as a set play, and they've come through us, and then as Arsenal normally do, they normally get a quick one in succession to finish you off, and that's certainly what they did today.
Neil, how much pain was Adrian in then? Because that was a pretty spectacular performance even.
Yes, it was. I haven't actually dislocated my finger, so I'm not quite sure, but obviously it's a big thing for a goalkeeper, and he's been a brave lad today, because he could have easily pulled out himself.
He had actually dislocated it.
Yes, he had, yeah.
Good guy, amazing performance.
No, very good performance, and he's made some great saves, you know.
Yeah.
When the team's been breached, he's stood up and been counted, you know, which is great.
And you had that spell in the second half really where you had them penned back for quite a long period until the...
Yeah, well, we're disappointed even at half time conceding right at the end. The team plan was always going to be to try and pass the ball that little bit better. We changed a little bit of a tactical with Stewart coming on the opposite side with Matty Jarvis being switched over, and they got the full-backs a little bit better, and we played the ball in behind and pushed them back a little bit, to be fair, for the first probably half an hour, and then just got killed off right at the end.
Is there a reason why Sam's not here today?
He's trying to pick the players up. The players are really, really feeling sorry for themselves. He's trying to pick that up, and he's angry obviously with conceding the last 2 goals towards the end. He knows we can play better, but you know, playing against a team that's playing in the Champions League, and the teams that we've played over the last 5 or 6 games in the top 6, and being without a few players as every team has to, the players have given their all, really, to be fair, today.
It's a really hard run of form that you've had, isn't it, to deal with?
It has. You know, we've played probably 5 of the top 6 teams. The performances have been good, I think, on the whole. I think we've been disappointed with the results, so sometimes we've been ahead and lost, and sometimes obviously we've been behind and got finished off, which is that situation. So we have to look forward, we have to be positive. The next bunch of games coming up, the next 6 games, gives us a good chance to compete, which we have done with the top 6, to try and put some more points on the board to push us back to where we were before we played them top 6 teams.
Do you have to make sure the players focus to the end of the season? Because obviously you're not going to go down, but it's the danger of just...
No, we've reset the goals. We've reset the goals from what the start of the season was. So we're keeping the pressure on the players to try and get as many points as we possibly can, to try and push the club forward. We want to finish as high as we possibly can, and as I say, we've been through a rough through half a dozen games against the top teams. Now the next 6 or 7 games is we've got to try and put as many points as on the board, and that'll put in a healthy position right at the top of the table.
Disappointing run, Neil.
It is a disappointing run, of course, and you know, if you're not getting performances and not getting results, then there's a little bit of a worry. But the performances have been there, in my opinion, and certainly in the manager's opinion, that the performances have been there. We just haven't got the results that we deserve sometimes. But we lick our wounds from today. I thought Arsenal were very good at passing and moving in around the box, certainly second half, and they deserved a win, and lick our wounds and come ready and round to go for the next 6 games to try and get as many points as we possibly can.
Neil, will you be just praying now you don't get another injury in training this week?
Well, we were very careful on what we did even yesterday. You know, we've had James Tompkins, who's done his shoulder, and obviously Enna Valencia, who's cut his toe when he was at home. So we have to be very careful, and then we get Adrian dislocating his finger towards the end. So there seem to be, hopefully that's the 3 that normally come in succession. Well, we've got Carl Jenkinson coming back, hopefully, with not being able to play today, and then fingers crossed we might have a couple more coming back, and that just strengthens the squad and gives the manager, you know, a few more options to change it if it's not working.
Take two more, please.
Did he have it strapped or anything? Or
Yeah, he's had it strapped up. Yeah, he's had his finger strapped up. That's why he kept on
first time
playing.
the whole game strapped up?
Yeah.
So he'll be alright for next week. to play.
Well, I'm hoping so. As I say, I've never really dislocated my finger, but I'm sure if he played today, he'd be all right next week. That's for sure.
Neil,
Well, at least
Matt
he's got
Jarvis
hospitals.
looked disappointed to come off, but he had a very industrious game.
No, he did. Yes, I think he's disappointed. Obviously, we felt as though he's run his socks off for the team, and he created a few chances and got in behind, and that's what Matt Jarvis is all about, and we need to see more of that.
Yeah. All right, thanks. Get it done or?
Actually,
Yeah.
we'll have to find out. Will you go to hospital?
No, he's been taken care of by the medicals, and we'll get it X-rayed and make sure that it's all set properly.